everyone, it's Betty again with Betty Stamping Crazy, and I'm back with another treat box for Halloween. It's from our new, all of this, it comes from our new catalog that's going to be coming out September 1st. It's the holiday catalog, except for a couple of things. We've got these new treat bags, cellophane treat bags. They're 2x8s. And I really wanted to use these, so I decided to just make a simple box and just have it hanging. You have a little rope on it to hang. Okay, to get started, the things that I'm using are the new Halloween Scenes edgelets, and I am using the bat, I'm sorry, my finger itches, the bat and the witch from this, and I'm also using the Home Sweet Home Thinlits, and the only thing I'm using out of it is the ghost. Let me go ahead and pull this off, and I'll get him out of the way. And I'll go ahead and pull these off too, because that way I don't have to worry about it. Get everything out of the way. I'm also using the layering circle framelits, and I'm using the number 2 on each one, the straight and the scallop. So let's move that out of the way. And the stamp sets that I will be using today is the Spooky Fun, and I'm going to use the moon out of this one, and the Here's a Bootiful Treat from this one. The other stamp set I'm using is the Home Sweet Home, and the only thing I'm using out of it is the ghost, because I wanted the single ghost. That's why I'm using so many sets. The paper we're going to be using, we're going to have a black scrap piece for, oops, I may need just a little bit more because I need it for the witch and the ghost, the bat. And then I'm going to need a scrap piece for the moon, for the ghost, and for the sentiment right here. I also need a scrap piece for the circlet that goes behind it, or the scallop circle that goes behind this. So let's move that out of the way. Okay, these are, like I said, these are our 2x8 cello bags, and what I did was I put the candy in there, and then I cut off probably about 2.5 inches off the top because it was a little bit longer than what I wanted. Your scrap pieces, your designer series paper is from the, oh my goodness, I moved my pieces here. Okay, it is from the Halloween Nights Specialty Designer Series paper. And they have two sides. This one has a bat on it, and then I like this side. I don't know why. I just do. I like the patterns. Let me show you some of the patterns from it. We have, oops, I got so much stuff going here. We have, they're all two-sided except for the last piece. You get 2 of each paper. I like the pumpkins. I want to use those on another project. And let's see. I love the houses. I will be using that too. And the brick wall, which is a kind of a gray brick. These 2 pieces right here, the reason they're specialty is because they have the foil type. The spider web right here is more of a foil, and so is the dots on this one. They're only one-sided. They don't have anything on the other side, but all the others do. And of course you saw the other one I used, which has the bats and then this design on them. Okay, we also have, this is the pumpkin pie, and it is 6.5 by 3 3/4, or 4 3/4, I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm going to have to get me another piece. And I had it here just a minute ago. I'll get it when I go to cut it. Okay, first thing I'm going to tell you is on your base for your box, you're going to be cutting it at 6.5 by 4 3/4, and it's going to be scored. Let me turn it this way because this is the way I scored it. At 1, 3, 4, and 6, and then I turned it this way and scored it at 1. So let's go ahead and cut that. And all of these measurements and everything I'm using will be on my blog. So I'm going to cut this at an angle and then cut this off. And then I'm going to come up here and cut, whoops, cut this at an angle, just a tad. You know, I don't think I did it on this box. I don't think I'm going to do it on this one either. Okay, then we're going to cut up our score lines, and I always go for this right here. I always go just on this side of my score line so that it's not dipping down in there. Okay, and then I'm going to angle this. Same thing on this side of the little tab. Oops, I didn't go all the way up on that. There we go. And I didn't get that good. Tear it from the back side so it doesn't hurt it. Same thing on this one. I'm going to come up the side and then angle this one. Okay. Now what I want to do is go ahead and put my DSP on, because I screwed up on this box and didn't do that. And then I had to put it on afterwards. Okay. I don't know if I told you the sizes on this. I'm sorry. The side pieces that are going to be fitting, one right here, one right here, you're going to need 2 of the 3, and it's 3 5/8 by 7/8. And these go in these little areas. Oops, dropped it. And then you're going to have your 2 bigger pieces. It's going to go here and here. It's 3 5/8 by 1 7/8. And I'm sorry about the 8s, but I didn't want too much of the pumpkin pie showing. So let's go ahead and put these on. Let me grab my snail. And I'm getting off the edge there for some reason today. Don't want to do that. Grab these and stick these on. Okay. Okay. Now, we're going to take tearing tape. Get the end of it here. And we're going to put it right here. And I'm going to put it kind of up towards this score line here. Close to it. Tear it off. And it's got my finger. Get my tool here. Oh, there goes my washer. How did I manage that? Either my washer or my dryer one. I got both of them going. Okay. Now, oops, I forgot to fold my score lines. Haha. Crazy me. Let's go ahead and fold this one. And just to be on the safe side, let me grab this so that this doesn't stick to my paper. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and fold it. Let's do it this way. That way we can go ahead and crease it. Whoops. Okay. Now, we're going to set this down. Whoops. Set this down here. Fold this over. Okay. Now, fold your sides in. Find the back. Which, there it is. And I'm going to use my snail on this. Sometimes it's a little hard to get that snail on them small pieces. Okay, let's fold it over. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and use my punch. And what I used was the, I believe this is an 8. Yeah. And I didn't even worry about whether it was in the middle or anything like that. I just kind of punched it. Come over here. Punched it. That's the handheld punch. Okay, I'm not putting my stuff in there yet because I want to go ahead and get all this done. Let me grab all this. Let me go ahead and grab my back black piece. because like I said, I am going to cut out the bat and the witch on this. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stamp my sentiment, my ghost, and my moon. And for the moon, I used the basic gray. Oh, I gotta get my mat. Do not want to make that mistake again. What did I do with it? Here it is. I try to remember this because all of these are photopolymer. Okay. Go ahead and stamp that down. Oops, you know what? That's wrong. That was supposed to be in basic. That is basic gray. Duh. Okay, and the ghost and the... It just looked dark. It'll get lighter. The ghost and the sentiment I did in basic black. Let's just do him this direction. There we go. And the sentiment. Just turn it this way. Oh, that didn't work. Try that again. That's better, much better. Okay, I'm gonna go cut these out and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back and I went ahead and put my s'mores in there. Actually they're M&Ms and they're s'mores, and I've never seen these before, and I thought they would be great for the Halloween since they don't have the Halloween candy out. I only fill it out, I fill it up, oh, I'd say about maybe 3.5 inches at the most. And then I'm going to take my moon, and what I'm going to do is go ahead and fold this over. Take my moon, put it right there, kind of up, and I'm right in the middle of this moon, maybe a little farther down. I'm going to staple it because I'm going to put my witch here, and I just want to put a little bit of glue on her, here, you know, just a couple of places. Why not put it on the front of the room? Okay, then get my tweezers. And I'm going to cover that staple up with her. Okay. There's that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and sponge this. And I'm using pumpkin pie on that. That was quick for a change. Move this out of the way because that's all I'm going to need it. And then I'm just going to take my snail, put a little bit on the back, and here's my scallop. Get that straight on there. And I'm going to put dimensionals on this one. And I'm going to go ahead and put 2. Why not? Okay, I'm going to lay that to the side right quick, because what I want to do is go ahead and put smoky slate. I forgot to tell you about this. It's the thick baker's twine, and I used, so I could give myself plenty of room to tie, I got about 8 inches here. And what I'm going to do is put this in here, pull it through, and I'm going to tie a couple of knots in it. Maybe. And when I get through, I'll cut the very fraggled ends off. I know I say fraggled. It's probably not right, but that's what I say. Okay. Take this in and go in from the outside too. And that's the reason I cut it a little bit long, because I wanted to give myself a little bit of room to make. I probably should have cut it longer, but this will be alright. And before I knot that down, I want to see how far up that is. It's actually not enough. So let's get it down farther. See how that does. This rope may be a little bit shorter than the other one. Maybe you should get always give yourself a little bit more room. But you know what? I think one knot will be okay on that one. So let's just go ahead and cut the ends off. Let me get my scissors here. Oops. Yeah, give yourself a little bit more room. Go ahead and cut this side off. And there's that done. This can go ahead and go down in there. Whoops, I forgot to cut that off. I want my other scissors spread. I don't want to use my good ribbon scissors. There's that. And then we're going to put our ghost on there. And I'm just going to put, let me make sure I get the right side on him this time, because he goes off the edge and I don't want to mess him up. Okay, stick him on there. Have him flying off the edge. And the ghost, I'm going to bring down a little bit more because I didn't like him. It didn't really give me enough room for this, so I'm going to bring him down just a little bit more. And I'm only putting it on one side again. I can do it with my hand. Bring him on down here like this so it's a little bit more symmetrical. Okay. Okay, this way you got a little bit more room and it doesn't feel like it's so crowded. I did have this off here, but I think I'm going to have it towards just right at the edge on this one. Okay, and there you go. There's your, I'm calling it the ghost, the bat, and the witch treat bag, or treat box. But there's the one I made earlier, and there's the one I just made. So this is Betty with Bettysstampingcrazy, and all the links will be below. But like I said, these products will not be available till September 1st, but that's not that much farther away. So anyway, thank you for watching. Bye bye.